Hi students, good morning. In the last class, we have discussed some problems related to the binomial theorem, the finite series using binomial theorem. In this session also, we are continuing some another problems related to these concepts. Okay, let us start. See the problem. Find the sum of the series C naught C3 plus C1 C4 plus C2 C5 and so on Cn minus 1 Cn. Now I have to find this series, sum of this series. Okay, see the problem. See the problem. So what is here given? I have to find the sum of the series. Given series is C naught C3 plus C1 C4 plus C2 C5 plus so on plus Cn minus 3 into Cn. Now we have to find this sum of the series. Now prove this result by using binomial theorem. Now we are consider the standard binomial expansion. Consider 1 plus x whole to the power of n. That is the standard binomial expression. Now this expansion is nc naught plus nc1 x plus nc2 x square nc3 x cube plus nc4 x to the power of 4 and so on plus ncn x to the power of n. This is same equation 1. And again we have taken the another series x plus 1 whole to the power of n. So this is the expansion x plus 1 whole to the power of n. Expansion is nc naught, here first term x to the power of n plus nc1 x to the power of n minus 1 plus nc2 x to the power of n minus 2 and so on plus last term is nc n, that is say equation 2. This is the expansion x plus 1 whole to the power of n. So the power of x are decreasing. Here x power n minus 1, x power n minus 2 and so on. So here the last term x power 0. So in the first expression is 1 plus x whole to the power of n. That is first term is 1 and the second term is x. nc naught plus nc1 x, nc2 x square, nc3 x cube and so on. Now we are multiplying these two equations. Now we are writing here. Now we are multiplying 1 and 2. So what is LHS? Now product of these two terms. 1 plus x whole power n into x plus 1 whole power n. Now we are writing the product of these terms, that is nc naught nc1 x nc2 x square nc3 x cube nc4 x to the power of 4 plus so on ncn x to the power of n into the second term, that is nc naught x power n, nc1 x power n minus 1, nc2 x power n minus 2 and so on ncn. So now we are producing 1 and 2 equations. Now we are writing in RHS, we are collecting the coefficient of x to the power of n plus 3. Now we are collecting the coefficient of x to the power of n plus 3 in RHS. Now we are collecting the x to the power of n plus 3 coefficients in RHS. That is the product of these two expansions. Now we are collecting the x to the power of n plus 3. So see that here nc naught x power n, here nc3 x power 3, that is now we are product these two terms we are getting x to the power of n into x to the power of 3, that is x to the power of n plus 3. The coefficients of here nc naught, here nc3. Now we are required proving c naught and c3. Now we are product of these two terms we are getting x to the power of n plus 3 coefficient is here n c naught into that is c3, that is nothing but nc naught and here nc3. Okay, now this can be written as here c naught into c3. Okay, now this is the first term c naught c3. Next we are multiplying these two terms nc4 x power 4 into nc1 x to the power of n minus 1. Now we are product then here x power n minus 1 into x power 4, that is x power n minus 1 plus 4, that is x power n plus 3. Then the next term is we are getting c1 c4 like that and so on. The last term n c n minus 3 cn. Okay, now simply we are writing nc naught is c naught and nc3 is c3. Now we are simple notation. Then we are getting c naught c3 plus c1 c4 and so on c n minus 3 cn. So this is the coefficient of x to the power of n plus 3 in RHS of product of 1 and 2 equations. So say this is same equation 3 we are taken, that is say equation 3. Now we are taken the LHS of this product of these two equations. Now we are taken, now what is the 1 plus x whole power n into x plus 1 whole power n. So that is the LHS of product of these two equations 1 plus x whole power n, that is x plus 1 whole power n. Both are x plus 1 or 1 plus x is nothing but the same, that is 1 plus x whole power n plus n, that is 2n. Okay, now this can be written in the form of sigma notation. What is the sigma notation? 2n cr x to the power of r. Now we are writing the coefficient of x to the power of n plus 3 in LHS. Okay, now we are taken x power n plus 3 in RHS is nothing but the or proving a result. Okay, now what is the value of this result, this series? Now we are writing the coefficient of x to the power of n plus 3 in LHS, that is equal to, what is here we are, this is the LHS terms, so that is sigma 2n cr x to the power of r. So we are finding the x to the power of n plus 3, we are writing x power n plus 3 coefficient. So in the place of r we are writing n plus 3, put r is equal to n plus 3, then we are getting x power n plus 3 coefficient, that is the coefficient here 2n c n plus 3. Here we are taken r is n plus 3. Then in this LHS the coefficient of, in this expansion, that is the coefficient of x to the power of n plus 3, that is r is equal to n plus 3. Then what is the coefficient here? 2n c r is n plus 3. Then the coefficient of x to the power of n plus 3 in the LHS of product of equation 1 and 2, that is 2n c n plus 3. This is a equation 4. This is a equation 4. From 1 and from 3 and 4, from 3 and 4, from 3 and 4. Now what is 3? That is the, in the product of 1 and 2 equations in RHS, the coefficient of x power n plus 3. What is equation 4? Equation 4 is the, in the product of 1 and 2, in the LHS the coefficient of x to the power of n plus 3. Now LHS and RHS same term coefficients are equal. Now we are equating 3 and 4, we are getting the result. That is what is RHS, that is equation 3 is C naught C3 and plus C1 C4 plus C2 C5 and so on plus Cn minus 3 Cn, that is equal to, that is equation 3. That is next, what is equation 4? That is 2n, that value is equating 2nc n plus 3. So this is the our result. So what is the value of the given finite series C naught C3 plus C1 C4 plus C2 C5 and so on, Cn minus 3 Cn is equal to 2n Cn plus 3. So value of this finite series is 2n Cn plus 3. Okay, this is our result. Okay, see the another problem. Find the sum of 2 square C naught plus 3 square C naught C1 plus 4 square C2 and so on n plus 2 whole square into Cn. Now we have to find the sum of the series. Now see the solution. See that the solution, what is given series? We are given that 2 square C naught plus 3 square C1 plus 4 square C2 and so on plus n plus 2 Cn, n plus 2 whole square Cn. That is the given series. Now I have to find the sum of the series. Now this can be written as sigma, that is 2 plus r, that is 2 plus r whole square into Cr, where taken r is running from 0 to n. If r is equal to 0, then 2 plus 0, that is 2 square C naught. So if r is equal to 1, 2 plus 1, that is 3 square, that is C1. If r is equal to, then 2 plus 2, 4 square, that is C2. Okay. Now this series can be expressed in the sigma form. Sigma r is equal to 0 to n, 2 plus r whole square into Cn. Now this can be written as that is equal to sigma r is equal to 0 to n. Now we are expanding this one, that is 2 square 4 plus r square plus 2 into 2 4r into Cr. Now we are splitting this expression, sigma r is equal to 0 to n. So here 4 into Cr plus sigma r is equal to 0 to n r square plus sigma r is equal to 0 to n 4r Cr. Now we are expanding this one. Okay. Now we are knowing the results here. The results are sigma, what is sigma Cr? Here r is equal to 0 to n. That is sum of binomial quotients. That is 2 to the power of n. Sigma, next what is r square? Sigma, that is r square into Cr. R square into Cr. So what is r square into Cr? Here r is 0 to n. That is the sum of the series is n into n plus 1, 2 to the power of n minus 2. And next one is sigma r into Cr. That is n into 2 to the power of n minus 1. So these are all we are discussing in previous classes. We are substitute what is sigma r, that is 2 to the power of n. So that is equal to, here 4 is constant. Now we are 4 into sigma r, that is 2 to the power of n, plus here r square into Cr, that is n into n plus 1, 2 to the power of n minus 2, plus what is here 4 is constant, r into Cr, sigma r into Cr, that is the value n into 2 to the power of n minus 1. So this is the values. Now we are simplifying, that is 2 to the power of n is common. Now in that we are taken 2 to the power of n is common. Then we are in the first term, that is 4, plus here 2 to the power of n is common. Here n into n plus 1, here n into n plus 1. Here 2 power n is common, then 2 power minus 2, that is in denominator we are writing 2 square, plus here 4 into n into, what is here, 2 power n is common, then 2 power minus 1, that is nothing but 2. Okay, that is equal to 2 to the power of n. What is here LCM? LCM is 4. So 4 into 4, that is 16, plus n into n plus 1, that is n square plus n. Next here, that is 2 times 2 into 4, 8n, that is equal to, so here 4 can be written as 2 square, that is 2 power n minus 2. Here in denominator 2 square, so 2 power n by 2 square, that is 2 to the power of n minus 2. In here n square, here n plus 8n, that is 9n plus 16. Okay, so the value of the given series is 2 power n minus 2, 2 power n minus 2 into n square plus 9n plus 16. This is the value of the given this sum of the series. So the sum of the series is the value we are obtaining 2 to the power of n minus 2 into n square plus 9n plus 16. Okay, see the problem. Find the sum of 3c0 plus 6c1 plus 12c2 plus and so on 3 into 2 to the power of n cn. Now I have to find this finite sum of the series. See the solution. See the solution. What is here given series? That is given that 3c0 plus 6 into c1 plus 12 into c2 and so on plus 3 into 2 to the power of n, 2 to the power of n cn. This is the given. Now we have to find the sum of the series. Okay, in that we are common 3. 3 is common, here c0, here c1, here 3 into 2, that is 6, here 2, plus here c2, here 3 is common, we are getting here 4, like that and so on. 3 is common, here 2 to the power of n. So that is nothing but 3 into c0 plus c1 into 2 plus c2 into 2 square and so on plus cn into 2 to the power of n. So this is the in the form. Now we are writing this is nc0 plus nc1 2 power 1 nc2 2 square and so on ncn 2 to the power of n. This is in the standard binomial expansion. We know that what is the standard binomial expansion? 1 plus x whole power n is nc0 plus nc1 x plus nc2 x square and so on ncn x to the power of n. So this is the standard binomial expansion. In that here in the place of x here coming 2. So here 2 square and so on 2 to the power of n. So this expansion is in the standard binomial expansion. This can be this series can be written as here 1 plus what is in the place of x here 2, that is 1 plus 2 whole to the power of n. Okay, that is 3 into what is 1 plus 2, that is 3 to the power of 3 to the power of n. Here 3 into 3 to the power of n, that is nothing but 3 to the power of n plus 1. So the given series is the value is 3 to the power of n plus 1. Okay. Okay, see the another problem. Using binomial theorem, prove that 50 to the power of n minus 49n minus 1 is divisible by 49 square for all positive integer n. Now, this is our proving. Okay, see the solution. What is given? That is 50 to the power of n minus 49 n minus 1 is divisible by 49 square. Okay, now we are consider now we are consider now we are consider 50 to the power of n. Now we are taken 50 to the power of n. This 50 can be written as 1 plus 49. This 50 can be written as 1 plus 49 whole to the power of n. Now we are using the binomial expansion. So what is here 1 plus x whole power n? In the place of x here we are writing 49. So we are writing the binomial expansion. So that is here nc naught plus nc1. Here second term is 49 to the power of 1 plus nc2 49 square nc3 49 cube and so on plus ncn 49 to the power of n. Now using the binomial theorem, now we are expanding this 1 plus 49 whole to the power of n. So we are taken in the place of x is we are taken 49. So 1 plus x whole power n expansion we are writing here. Okay. In that we are writing the values. What is nc naught? That is value is 1. So what is the value of nc1? That is n into here 49. Now we are writing the remaining terms as it is. nc2 49 square nc3 49 whole cube and so on ncn 49 to the power of n. So here in LHS here 50 to the power of n. Here 50 to the power of n. Now we are moving these two terms in LHS side. Then we are getting here 50 to the power of n minus 49n. This is 49n and 1 is moving to LHS side, then that is becomes minus 1. Here 50 to the power of n minus 49n minus 1. Now we are writing the remaining terms as it is. That is nc2 49 whole square, nc3 49 whole cube and so on, ncn 49 whole to the power of n. In RHS we are taking 49 whole square is common. Now we are common 49 whole square. 49 square is common. Then we are getting in first is nc2. Here 49 square is common. Then here nc3 we are getting 49 to the power of 1 and so on. ncn here 49 to the power of n minus 2. Here 49 square is common. Then we are getting a remaining 49 to the power of n minus 2. Okay. Now this 50 to the power of n minus 49n minus 1, that is equal to 49 square into, so observe this series here nc2 nc3 and so on ncn. These are all binomial coefficients. Binomial coefficients always positive integers, always positive integers. And here 49 power 1 49 square and so on 49 to the power of n minus 2. These are always positive integers. Okay, so these are the integers. These are the integers, sum of the product of integers. This is the series, the sum of the product of the series. So it is again some integer. This is the sum of the product of integers. It is again some integer. This is some integer. The product of the sum is some integer. Okay, so that can be written as 49 square into k, where k is some integer, where k is some integer. So now we are writing 50 to the power of n minus 49n minus 1 is equal to 49 square into some integer. Then what we say that that number is divisible by 49 square. Suppose 9 is divisible by 3. 9 is divisible by 3. Okay. Now this 9 can be written as 3 into 3. Okay. That is 3 into some integer. Okay. Where k is equal to 3. Some integer that belongs to an integer. So this 9 is can be written as product of 3 into some integer. Then 9 is divisible by 3. Okay, so this number 9 is divisible by 3. When you say that 9 can be written as product of 3 into some integer. Product of 3 into some integer. Then 9 is divisible by 3. Okay, and that same manner we are writing here. The same manner we are writing here this number. So 50 to the power of n minus 49n minus 1 is equal to, here we are writing 49 square into some integer. Therefore, this number is divisible by 49 square. So therefore, 50 to the power of n minus 49n minus 1 is divisible by 49 square for every integer, for every n belongs to Z. This is our result. So this number 50 to the power of n minus 49n minus 1 is divisible by 49 square for all positive integers. N belongs to Z plus. Okay, this is our result. Okay, see the problem. If the quotient of x to the power of 11 and x to the power of 12 are in the binomial expansion of 2 plus 8x by 3 whole power n are equal, then what is n value? We have to find n value. Okay, see the solution. See the solution. So what is the given expression? That is given expression is that is 2 plus 8x by 3 whole to the power of n. That is given expression is 2 plus 8x by 3 whole power n. In that the coefficients of x power 11 and x power 12 are equal. Then we have to find the value of n. Now we are writing the coefficient of x to the power of 11 and x power 12. Now what is the general term? First we are write the general term, that is TR plus 1. So what is TR plus 1? That is NCR x to the power of n minus r into a to the power of r. Here n is n and CR NCR. What is x? That is the first term 2 to the power of n minus r into second term 8x by 3 whole to the power of r. Okay, so these are the terms. Now we are writing the NCR 2 to the power of n minus r. Here 8 by 3 is constant. 8 by 3 to the power of r into x to the power of r. Into x to the power of r. So we have to find the coefficient of x power 11 and x power 12. For the coefficient of x to the power of 11, we are equating r is 11. So here r is 11, then we are getting this is the coefficient of x to the power of 11. So for the coefficient of x power 11, r is equal to 11. Then therefore the coefficient of x to the power of 11 in the given expression. The given expression is equal to, so what is the quotient here? That is r is 11, that is nc11 into 2 to the power of n minus 11 into 8 by 3 whole to the power of 11. So here r is 11. Then we are getting the quotient of x power 11 in the given expression, that is nc11 into 2 to the power of n minus 11 into 8 by 3 whole to the power of 11. Similarly, we have to find the quotient of x to the power of 12. Then what is we are taken r is equal to, then we are getting the x to the power of 12 quotient. Therefore, the quotient of x to the power of 12 in the given expression, is nc, here r is 12 into 2 to the power of n minus 12 into 8 by 3 whole power 12. Here these two coefficients are equal. So the coefficients of x power 11 and x power 12 coefficients are equal. Now see, this is the equation 1 and this is a equation 2. Given that these two are equal, given 1 and 2 are equal, 1 and 2 are equal. Now we are equating these two. That is nc11 into 2 to the power of n minus 11 into 8 by 3 whole power 11 is equal to nc12 into 2 to the power of n minus 12 into 8 by 3 whole power 12. Now we are writing here 8 by 3 whole power 11, here moving to this side, then 12 minus 11, that is we are getting here 1. Next we are writing here 2 to the power of n minus 11. So this term 2 to the power of n minus 12 moving to this side, then that can be written as minus n plus 12, that is equal to nc12 by nc11. Now this nc11 moving to this side, this 2 to the power of n minus 12 can be moving to this side. Here n will be cancelled. 12 minus 11, that is 2. 2 is equal to, what is nc12 by nc11. So what is the formula? NCR by NCR minus 1. That is n minus r plus 1 by r. This is the known formula. So using this formula, what is here? NCR by NCR minus 1. This is r is 12. So r minus 1 is 11. That is n minus r plus 1 by r. What is here r? R is 12. So here 12 is moving to this side. 2 into 12, that is 24 is equal to n minus 11. Here minus 12 plus 1, that is minus 11. Therefore n is equal to, here minus 11 moving to this side, then that is 35. So 11 plus 24, that is 35. Here value of n is 35. Okay, this is our n value of the given expression. Okay, see the problem. Find the remainder when 2 to the power of 2013 is divisible by 17. Now we have to find the remainder. This number is divisible by 17. Okay, see the solution. What is the given number? That is given that 2 to the power of 2013, that is the given number. Now we have to find the remainder. This number is divisible by 17. Now this number is writing 2 into 2 to the power of 2012. Now we are 1 2 is right first, and the remaining terms 2 to the power of 2012. Now this can be written as 2 into 2 to the power of 4. Now I am multiplying and dividing in the numerator term, that is 2012 by 4. That is equal to 2 into what is 2 power 4, that is 16. 2 power 4, that is 16. Okay. Now what is 2012 by 4? That is 503. Okay. Now this 16 can be written as that is 17 minus 1. This 16 can be written as that is 17 minus 1. Now we are expanding this using binomial theorem. This is x minus 1 whole power n expansion. Now we are writing this expansion is that is 503, that is 503 c naught into first term here 17 to the power of 503. Okay, so that is n c naught x power n. Okay, next term is here minus. We are getting plus minus alternatively. Here we are writing 503 c1 into 17 to the power of 502. The power is decreasing. Okay, next term is plus 503 c2 into 17 to the power of 501 into 501 into minus 1 whole square, that is plus. Now we are writing like this and so on. The terms here and so on and the terms like this. The last term is we are getting here minus 503 c 503 into minus that is minus 1 whole power 503. So we are getting here negative is the last term quotient. So these are the terms. Okay, now this can be written as that is 2 into, so these are the terms okay, 503 c naught 17 to the power of 503 minus 503 c1 17 to the power of 502 and so on and so on. Before that the term is we are writing here, that is 503 c 502 into 1, that is 17. Okay, 17 to the power of 1, 17 to the power of 1 minus 503 c 503 17 to the power of this is okay 17, that is 17 to the power of 0 and 1 to the power of 503. Okay, then we are getting here 503 c 503 minus 1 power 503, that is we are getting here minus. Okay, so these are the terms. This value is we are writing, this value is NCN. This value is nothing but NCN. So what is the value of this one? So in the next step we are writing here, that is 2 into 503 c naught 17 to the power of 503 minus 503 c1 17 to the power of 502 and so on. This is 503 c 502 17 to the power of 1. This is nothing but NCN, that is value 1 into that is 2 into minus 1, that is minus 2. Now we are writing the minus 2. So in that series where common is 17, 2 into 17, 17 is common. In that we are getting 503 c naught 17 to the power of 502. 17 is common, we are getting here 502 minus 503 c1 17 to the power of 501 plus so on plus 503 c 502 minus 2. Okay, these are the binomial coefficients of 503 c naught and 503 C1 and so on. These are binomial coefficients. And 17 to the power of 502 and 17 to the power of 501. These are product of the sum of the integers. It is again some integer. That is that can be written as 2 into 17 into some integer k minus 2, where k is some integer, where k is some integer. Okay, that is equal to, this can be written as, we are writing 2 into 17k. This 2 can be written as minus 17 plus 15. Okay, this minus 2 can be written as minus 17 plus 15. In these 2, where 17 is common, that is 2k minus 1 plus 15. So this 2 to the power of 2013 can be written as 17 into some integer. Here 2k minus 1, here k is some integer. Okay, so this 2k minus 1 is a some integer plus 15. So that is 17 t plus 15, where t is some integer, where t is some integer. Okay, now this number is written as 17t plus 15. So what is the remainder? Here this number is written as 17 into some integer plus 15. So therefore the remainder is 15. What is this number is when the number is divisible by 17, then the remainder is 15. Therefore the remainder is 15. Okay.